Stream up yet, James? I did turn back up my microphone. Yep.
It is. Hello and welcome to LSR, where we are today racing at the Temple of Speed. I have no game volume. Oh, there we go.
I do.
That was weird for a second. Where we are
I
here.
have reports from Viperize, by the way. We have no rain scheduled for the race or qualifying.
I just got that as well.
But
No rain on the face.
Benvenuti a tutti, everyone. That is some Italian for you, as we are at the famed Italian circuit, Monza, today for LSR Group 1.
As I'm pretty sure, Jonah is in the chat already saying hello. So hello back to you, Jonah, as well.
I see him there. I'm just trying to make it so I can also use the chat, but YouTube likes to glitch out sometimes. There we go. We have Sequit racing today as well.
Yeah, first time coming back, I believe. And we have a new driver in the Red Bull, Henry. I think he's first time driving here, so should be looking to make an impression on the race.
As Sequit spins in Parabolica, it was either Mango or Viperize that just went past him. It was Viperize as he starts his lap. One of the drivers for my esports team, let's see how he does. As Tano's retired, I do believe he has a back of the grid penalty for this race.
I will check that in a second. Just
yes, indeed. He does. Him, Vacant, and King David have back of the grid penalties, but I don't believe Vacant is here today, so he'll have to serve his next time out at Silverstone. But Soha goes quickest overall, followed by the Bickle going even quicker by about 4/10.
Henry just slots in P3 with a 120.0, so maybe time will be there. There. As 8,000 RPM comes down the line now for a 120.3, as Viperize in the McLaren 21.4 at the moment.
Let's see if we can improve later on, but here comes Mango to the line. Second fastest, 1/10 behind the Bickle with a 19.866.
And we are just at a little bit of a slide through the Parabolica. Very subtle, but puts it P5 at the moment. Several affair coming around for the second DRSO now. Under the bridge of the old track, I believe. I can't exactly remember. Through Ascari now. Doesn't go off track. Very clean enough. He's got traffic.
The old track.
He's
I
got
do
two
believe that is
cars.
Secret. No, that's his teammate of Tommy.
Unless he can get Slipstream, he's gone very wide. No validation there, luckily enough for him. But it comes down to do a 1:20.4.
He still has more time on the table, I know it.
Maybe he just got a little bit caught up by his teammate, who knows? But we'll go on board with his teammate.
Right now I'm following Danny.
His teammate's
Danny's
gone off
going
the track.
Danny's going to use Sequit. Oh no, he's using B-Tom. Sequit just spun. Again. Danny is using B-Tom for DRS down the second DRS straight. He's gotten past him now. And now it's just to see where, if Danny can control it around Parabolica, as we've seen a couple people unable to.
Secret abandons his lap after, I don't know what, I think he did have that spin before, so that must be why. But he's down quite a lot on his time. B-Tom coming for his first lap.
He's the one to watch, as he's only a reserve driver, believe it or not, but he was in the lead of the Group 1 championship. Oh, now he's officially in the Alpine. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think he is actually a driver now, so he's not our reserve. So he will be one to watch for sure if he can get this title back, and I'm pretty sure he can. It's going to have a little bit of traffic from Solar Hives, a little bit of slipstream from him. Over to the Parabolica we come. Doesn't want to go too wide, he doesn't, he stays just within. Cross the line, and it's a 19.6, a tenth quicker than Ickle Bickle.
Yeah, it's probably going to be B-Tom's races today. We've seen him dominate before, and it's hard to bet against him. He's like the Max Verstappen of LSR. As he just completely cuts the track on his in-lap.
I forgot that word.
But right now, in the points, it is B-Tom in the lead with 90, followed by Yuki at 83, and then King David and Mango are tied at 71. But the last two races that B-Tom did was maximum points with a win and a fastest lap around Hungary and Singapore. So let's see what he can do today, because he missed out on Abu Dhabi. So there might be some changes in the works today.
Might well be, as Zayek will go on board with Zayek for his first lap. I believe this is his first lap. I did see he was out on track anyway. But his first flying lap anyway. This is coming down into the Ascari chicane now. He's done an alright second sector, I believe. He spun it as soon as I got on board with him as well. He didn't look too confident going into that.
Who are you looking at?
Zayek.
He still has yet
As
to set a time.
Tom getting very wide through the second chicane and very close to the line, and then he invalidates on the next corner anyway. Oof.
It happens.
As Ickle as well has put in a 1:19.4. Just noticed.
Yeah, and Mango also out on a lap right now. He's coming around. Oh, never mind. He's invalidated. In pits he comes.
Zayek was on old tyres. Who do you think is going to get pole position today? This man.
It's between B-Tom and Ickle. This is basically Charles Leclerc versus Max Verstappen LSR edition. I'm watching Viperize right now go around the track for his lap.
As B-Tom's teammates, Secret, comes down the final corner now. He seems to be on an alright time. It's going to put him in P7 with a 20.3. So, close enough to P6 who is so highs. But almost just under a second away from his teammate, sadly.
And here comes Viperize around Parabolica. He goes a little wide, but that may help him. Let's see here. Will he improve? Yes, he does, but it's not enough to pass Danny Stillers for P11.
B-Tom not improving his first sector at all. So, whether...
But he might be real quick in the first sector. He might have the purple first sector. He might have lost time in the second or third sector. So let's see here. And he's using his teammate for DRS.
This is going to be close there. As Henry retires from the quali.
He's wrecked it around the double right-hander. But here comes B-Tom into Parabolica. I believe that is Sohibs, or... I believe it's Sohibs behind him. Might be Zayek, though.
B-Tom did have a whole lap.
And it's not going to be an improvement. But he wasn't using ERS, so... B-Tom might be going for a second lap, or he might just be practicing. Because we've seen him do that before in quali, when he's satisfied with his quali position.
B-Tom is helping out. I wonder if this is Zayek. Yeah, he's helping out Zayek with a little bit of slipstream. B-Tom is currently 4 thousandths up on his previous lap time. Not enough to be P1 just yet. He would need about 2 tenths. He is a tenth, almost 2 tenths up on his best time. So we'll have to wait and see what he can do over the line in a second.
And he's helping out the junior Red Bull team as well, which his main competitor is a Red Bull car.
Oh, he spun it on the last corner. He went very, very wide. Had a little bit of loose rear end at the end of that.
Zayek up to P6 right behind his teammate. They'll both be on the third row unless someone can out-qualify them, or, well, actually, what's the time left? It's not telling us because there's still a spin in Sector 3.
We have about 4 minutes remaining of this session.
Okay, so there's a chance
3
then,
minutes
too.
actually.
As Zayek spitting it, he's in the wall. No damage though.
As I'm just getting confirmation from what happened to Henry, he just lost it, and yeah, just where it went. As we're watching the Ferrari of NYR on its outlap at the moment. They want to do great at their home Grand Prix for this weekend.
And so Hybes is angry with Viperize because he was in the way of So Hybes. But this happened with me and him last week, and it was him, so we'll see. We'll see what happened, but nice Samsung TV, Henry. Nice Samsung TV.
As B-Tom will not be going out again, I believe. Oh no, he is out on track, never mind. So we'll get a very close to the end of the session. You will have to pick up the pace, I believe. May need to cut a few corners here, but it's currently fighting with the AlphaTauri of Solheibs. They don't cut the chicane, so as Kubica is on his final flying lap, if he can improve, he could be on for pole position. But we do have B-Tom on an extra lap after him, as everybody else gets ready for their final lap and onto their final lap now.
As Sohibes and B-Tom coming around Parabolica right now.
We should just make it. B-Tom has, Solheibs has.
B-Tom hasn't improved, but he's going on his lap now.
NYR pits, so that could be P4 for him. Ikubiku is only 5,000 up on his previous time at the moment. He's going to come through the Parabolica. He will be the first person to finish their flying lap, so anyone behind him could beat him at the moment. He does go quicker by almost 2/10.
And it was both Solheibs and B-Tom who were saving their ERS for this lap. They were warming up their tires a little more to see what advantage they can get. As I'm on board with Solheibs right now, going into the second DRS zone. And actually, he's invalidated, it seems.
8,000 RPM finishes his lap. Puts it P3 at the moment. You're boring P12 at the moment. Who will be next up in line? Someone has spun it at the Parabolica. I think that's a Williams. I cannot tell.
Yes,
Mango
it is.
puts it in P2 with a 19.5.
But here comes B-Tom. As Mango's wrecking across the line, B-Tom's going to re-overtake him with a 119.5. But it's not going to be enough to take pole. It's instead going to be enough to take the front row.
Viperize, just for some odd reason, had crashed into the start-finish line. Somehow.
Probably crashed into his teammate's AI.
But this is your grid for the Italian Grand Prix, with Ikubiku on pole position, followed by B-Tom, Mango in P3, 8,000 RPM P4, NYR P5, Solheibs 6th, 7th Zayek, 8th Tom, screw it, first time back in a very long time in P9, Sevilla Flair all the way down in 10th. I can't really say his name that well.
It's Secret. It's
Secret.
I used to call him C-Swit, but he hated that.
We do have two people at the back of the grid, a Ferrari of King David
King
and
David.
Yuki in the Mercedes.
And
So
he's second right now in the championship, Yuki. So, let's see, because both King David and Yuki are second and third, but Mango's third as well, so, because King David and Mango are tied for points, so this could work out well for Mango and Sev Lafleur.
it's looking very, very cloudy out there for the race, so
We've been told there's going to be no rain, so
let's hope Jeff is 100% correct in this race. Because it's not always correct.
let's just
But
hope he is.
we will get racing in about any second now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights out and away we go. 8,000 RPM gets a very bad start. Tom
And
gets
Tommy, jumpstart!
Tom ahead of Ickle
Turn one, 3 wide. This is not good as around goes Ickle, and it's just a pile up behind.
Mango hits, just locks up, hits Ickle and makes Ickle drop down to 13th position now.
We have so many penalties.
As there's still action going on, as Solheim gets a 5-second time penalty, as
More
8,000
spinning
RPM
going
goes
on.
off the track, more chaos. Shahomi looking to go around the inside of Ickle does so. He's on the hard compound tyres. Yuki up into P11 after his start, and
Oh, and there's a big incident between Yuki and... No, that's not Yuki, that's Shahomi.
Shahomi and Ickle. Shahomi on the outside of Ickle just gets very loose at the rear end and spins into him. No damage is done. 8,000 RPM also spins again, and Solheim has made contact, I believe, with Henry. I think there was a little bit of contact, but more chaos going on. As Tom spins it on Parabolica as well now. I just want to say, King David up into P4 already.
After just one lap. And Yuki up into P9 as Sohab's out. I don't know if that was a retiree in the pit lane or not.
That looks to be a retiree in the pit lane. King David is all over the back of the AlphaTauri of Zayek. He's going to look for inside of it. He's going to think not and back out of it. Zayek has a really bad exit out of that corner and just lets King David through. King David up. Ooh, I don't even... 14 positions in just one lap. He's on soft compound tyre though, so that does make a difference. As NYR is now going to be looking for Zayek's position, as we do have Secret right behind him on the mediums, who will be the quicker car at the moment. We do have a very slow AlphaTauri of a first sector, but that will be Solheim's. Yeah, that is Solheim's car, as King David spins it with Parabolica.
And Danny Stillers did drop a position, but I think that was to Yuki. King David fallen down to P10. Right now I'm watching the Ickle as he's now catching the Ferrari.
As this has now become a four-way fight, we have NYR, Zayek, NYR. The Alpine is going to look around the inside, but we'll have Zayek there. He's almost going to be free wide. He's having to slow down. But Zayek perfectly positioned himself right in the middle so no one could get by. Great defending from him so far. to keep P3 at the moment. And Secret could not get past MYR, or MYR past Secret, but Secret's gonna have DRS now. Nice and easy move on the Ferrari of NYR. So now he is in P4 and Secret drops down to P5. His teammate though has just picked up a place on Henry. Maybe not, no he hasn't. He's just been a bit forced wide maybe, I don't know. But he's going to have to wait and try again at some point, but he is getting attacked by Icklebickle and Icklebickle makes that easy move. Tom has spun it again and lost his front wing. And we do have a safety car.
So, is it full or virtual? It is
Full safety car. So, B-Tom's lead of 2 seconds has already gone down to 0 now, technically. Which will hurt him a lot, but...
I doubt it. He'll be able to, as long as he's able to get a good restart, he'll be able to build that back up in about a lap or two.
You can see who pits. King David pits for the hard compound. Xiaomi pits for the hard tyres as well. Viper coming into the pits. Tom will be, as he does not have a front wing. Xiaomi is on the hard. I think I've already said that though.
This makes me think, James, what is going to happen to you and me tomorrow?
Oh, I'm not looking forward to Monza.
Neither am I.
Hopefully it should be a good one, but I'm not.
Oh, after seeing turn 1 here, I don't believe that.
Just go 0-0 wings and you should be fine. Like a few of these people will probably be on 0-0 wings.
I can't remember the things I run for Monza, but I know it's not 0-0, that's for sure.
So we currently are on lap 5 out of 27 for the Italian Grand Prix of Group 1 for LSR. We are B-Tom leading the race after a nice move on Ickle before the first corner and before loads of chaos had came into the race, or just before I should say. Mango has picked up a place. Zayek has moved up 4 places at the moment. He's done some great defending on Secret and NYR.
But the talk of the town right now is Yuki moving up 9 places.
Yeah, before it was King David, but he did have a spin, sadly for him. Danny Stillers is right behind him.
It right now, James.
Am I?
Yeah.
If anybody in the stream can say that, I might have to restart the stream then. But on my end,
the stream's not lagging, you're just lagging in the party.
Ah.
You went into full robot speech mode.
Oh.
But now Secret up into P4 with his teammate only a couple positions ahead of him.
KMHD said a brilliant start from Tano. Tano had a great start. Missed all the action, luckily for him. So he's up 9 positions at the moment. He's already on the back of Seventh there, who is one of his rivals. And thank you, Jonah, just making sure, because I know my Wi-Fi has been messing about for the past week now, so that's a bit annoying, but oh well. We also have Danny, who's moved up 7 positions at the race start, with your boring right behind him. So the Aston Martins are great. Mango went ahead at turn 1, yeah, he'd locked up the front and just lost the rear. I think he got tagged at the rear, and then collisions just came, and everything went crazy. But we should be calming down now after those first 2 laps of racing. So hopefully no more incidents. As Viprise has spun it. Not sure how, but and then I go and see Tom spin it as well in the background. How?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I am just gonna clip that very quickly because, yeah, why not? But
probably trying to warm up their tires and then screwed themselves over into a wall or something. They Latifi'd it.
Yeah, you could literally see Tom in the background just turn into the wall, and it was just, I don't know how, but they are both coming into the pits once more.
Speaking of Latifi, the IRL Japanese Grand Prix, why does he think there's something wrong with his car even though he turned in? Did you see the clip or not?
Yeah, I saw that. It was quite funny. Just
I guess that's just Latifi for you.
Viprise says that some oil I saw saying that this is that I can't say it. Speak. Some oil I saw saying this in the pits. He saw some oil on the corner and spun it. That is why he spun.
I think Ericsson hit us says KMHD.
Ericsson really did really yeet those 2 into the walls for sure.
I didn't know Ericsson came back to Formula 1 again.
Welcome back, Ericsson. Is coming in this lap, but these 2 aren't even at the back of the lot. So whether they can by the end of the lap or by the time Tom gets set to go, as the safety car, I wish we could ride on board with the safety car. That would be pretty cool.
Sadly, we can't in this mode.
Yeah, hopefully EA and Codemasters have some new ideas for next game, as Viprise catches up to the back of a pack now.
Maybe bigger lobbies, maybe bigger online lobbies for next game, and maybe I don't know, a drivable safety car.
So B-Tom has gone already. I think there's a bit of action going on as NYR very slow off the start. Mango has moved up. Secret has moved. I don't know what's happened here, but Secret's gone very deep into that corner and missed the chicane in total. Contact happening with Secret and Seville Fair at the moment. Yuki moving up a place on Henry, I think. I don't know, but Danny Stiller's down in P16. I don't know what's happened to him, as NYR looks to make a move as well. Xiaomi and Ikubika are getting very, very close together right there. He's going to have the inside for the next corner and makes it a stick. So that is P10, but Ikubika still on the back of him, lurking, waiting for the perfect move.
To stop being chaotic. They're causing you a seizure.
Apparently it was boring, I think, but there's a little bit of contact with Xiaomi and Echo, a little bit of front wing and wheel colliding there. But at the moment, quite a few places, quite a few incidents at the front, not sure what happened. Tom is looking for a move around the outside, no going to switch to the inside. Xiaomi still keeping P10 as there's collision with Tom and King David in the background. We do have another safety car, however.
Oh, here we go again.
So 2
As
laps
Tom
later,
retiring now.
another safety car, nice.
These guys need to stop being so chaotic. First, they start causing you to have a seizure whenever you're trying to talk. And now there's a second safety car only 2 laps later.
Yeah, just calm it down a little bit, lads. I need a breather. So much going on, and I don't understand why. But at the moment, Zayek has moved up a place. Mango has moved down a place, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. But Danny still is down in 14th position. I don't know fully what went on with him. But there was a lot of slow cars at the start of the safety car restart. So maybe we can get some info on what happened, either after the race or in the safety car period.
And there's just in
It's
for the real life Formula 1
pits,
GP.
Zayek pits. Everyone's pitting
People-
except NYR.
And
NYR,
you're
you're boring, and Xiaomi have
Xiaomi.
not pitted.
Actually, Xiaomi has, but the other two haven't. But that's because they're starting on their tires. But something about the real life GP that just came in. Max Verstappen was given a reprimand for his incident with Norris. Of course.
So apparently the Ferrari of King David turned in on Tom when they were side by side, tried to squeeze him, but he was just too far alongside apparently. So sadly enough for Tom, he has retired from the race. King David is down in 15th position. Viperize has already made 4 pit stops this race. It's only been 10 laps.
Well,
Viperize, what?
it just tells us how much drivers are able to keep out of trouble.
I want to know why Viperize has pitted 4 times now. I know once was twice would have been just now, and the front wing damage from the first safety car. But we will wait and see when we do get back underway. At the moment, it's currently lap 11 out of 27 laps for this race. Actually, my bad, it was Tom steering into the fire. Okay. Little bit of a mix-up, but is 8,000 RPM has a 5-second time penalty with a collision with Henry. So a little bit of collision going on. Viperice has replied to what I said about him pitting so many times. First time he got it. He got hit from behind and bumped him to the car in front on lap 1. Second, he hit the wall. Third, he hit the wall. We did see that. And then the 4th time was pitted for the hearts. So you've hit the wall twice already in about 11 laps. I mean, it's impressive. We've only had about like 5 laps of racing. And one of them was in the safety car.
Well, I wonder how many safety cars we're gonna have this race. Any bets today, James?
There's going to be at least one more.
I'm saying there's gonna be 2 more.
hopefully everyone just calms it down for the end of the race and
They won't. We both know they won't.
KM says he bets 2 more safety cars. Could we fit 2 more safety cars in this race?
So he's on board with me.
I hope we don't get 2 safety cars, because I want to see some racing. As 8,000 RPM comes into the pit lane, probably thinking he could serve his 5-second time penalty.
Actually, after the new update for F122, you now have to serve your penalties under safety car.
Yeah, because in the last game you couldn't do that, which was very annoying. So he does serve his 5-second time penalty. I'd rather do it under safety car because you don't lose any time. So it's not like, yeah.
But if you get unlucky and there's no safety cars after you get your penalty, then what you gonna do? Because you can't serve it during green racing.
Just try and push as much as you can and hope for the best.
Sometimes
you could serve them on the lap. The safety car went out on F1 21. 21, I know you could go out,
21,
serve your penalty whilst it was green flag. You couldn't do it under safety car.
James, during the year 21, we'll probably have flying F1 cars. Because you said F1 21.
Oh, as safety car comes into the pit, as another collision with Secret and Henry getting a 5-second time penalty. As even more chaos going on here, as Secret has to let go Henry, but has also let by the McLaren.
So that is good for Viperized.
So NYR will be.
But Viperized penalty ignoring yellow flag.
So not Viperized, NYR has gone now. We are back under green. Everyone's getting ready to go. B-Tom is all over Xiaomi's side. He's going to have a look down the inside. He's going to make a move very nicely. He's going to lock up very lightly, but makes the move done. Zayek, there's collision in the background. Think that is Sevilla and Zayek. B-Tom is now up on your boring, so that is already 2 positions in about 2 corners. Zayek, Yuki fighting for P5 now. I think Zayek's he's gone wide. Zayek has lost position to Yuki, and now Mango is going to be on the move around the inside. He's not going to have enough room there to make the move. Henry is also on the back of it. Zayek spins the car and loses control and drops down into 15th position. MYR.
Is he out though?
Getaway. No, he's spun it into the gravel.
Okay, because that's the same place. That was the same place Henry spun in qualifying.
Yeah, quite a few people are spinning there as King David makes a move on Danny Stillers for P11. So Danny Stillers losing 2 positions in about 1 straight now. 8,000 RPM is all over the back of him as well now. As we see Icklebickle trying to make his way back to the front of the pack. He is on the charge for the highest place he could probably get in this race. He could get back on the podium. It's possible. Oh, he's got very loose on the rear end van. As Danny Stiller's 8,000 RPM getting very close together, and Sevilla Fair getting in on this action.
Right now I'm watching B-Tom start to challenge NYR going into the double right-hander as Zayek is out. Danny Stiller's around. But B-Tom is still trying to challenge the Ferrari. And here he goes on the inside into the third chicane. Scary, thank you. And he is through into the lead, and it's game over for the rest of the field.
Yuki making a move on your boring for P3. Mango will be watching this, waiting for his chance to make a move on Yuki, because these two very close on track and very close off track as well, as DRS is now enabled for everyone who is within a second of the car in front. Mango is going to make a look for a move, but Yuki's going to be there. There's contact between them two, and then Yuki takes out Boring as well.
Mango
I said they were close, but they were.
That's a little too close, guys. That's a little too close. You might want to back up a bit. You know, COVID restrictions.
As
Come on, guys.
KM just says, those two are bound to crash, as they do. Your Boring is down into P6 after that collision. Someone else has spun here.
That was such a good push for Yuki, though. Now screwed over, straight to the back of the pack. Well, not right to the back, but out of the points, and I don't believe he has a front wing. No,
he does not. Yuki will have to pit again. It's very sadly for him. He is in P2 for the championship, if I'm correct.
You are correct. But now he's probably going to drop down to P4. But now we have Mango. He is an
Ickle.
There's Xiaomi actually
making a move on Secret very easily with DRS activated. He'll have the inside line. He just cuts off into for the corner, makes a very nice move.
And we have a spin. Henry's around in Parabolica.
As Yuki also pits King David, now making a move on your Boring. Nice traction out of them two. That chicane, I mean. And up into P7. So he's making his way back very nicely for him as Henry retires in the pit lane. Yuki does not retire though. So he will be carrying on. He will try and regain some positions, maybe hoping for a safety car. As KM
there is still a chance for a safety car.
Not sure what he was thinking, to be honest. I think he was just thinking of making that move, but yeah, things happen. It's racing, but it's annoying.
But now we have Mango catching NYR here. Xiaomi behind them, but not close. It's going to be Mango on NYR. On the front straight. Mango has the pace as he sets fastest lap. And he punts the Ferrari.
Okay,
that was intentional contact by Mango.
As NYR's left the session for that, I believe that will be Mango's fault. I don't know what happened there, but he
just turned right into the. I was watching on board with Mango.
Time penalty.
To be honest, James, I was watching on board with Mango, and he just cranked the wheel right to the left, right into the Ferrari, and punted him right off track into the wall. That was fully intentional contact, and now we also have to review the same incident for turn 1, as there's a spin between the Ferrari of King David and Sequit, but NYR not going to be happy about that.
Not at all.
I'm gonna clip that, because they'll probably need that.
Very confusing things there, as 8,000 RPM gets a move done and moves up into 5th place on your Boring. So we have 5 different cars in the lead. Well, the top 5. As Ickle makes a move on Xiaomi into the first corner. Before the first corner, may I say, that makes a nice move as NYR's AI pits from the race. But very weird there. I won't lie. But we go on board with Secret now, who's fighting King David and Sevlafare in front of him. King David recharging his battery. As there's a little bit of contact with his two, but
that's probably going to be a lot of penalty points for Mango because because I was on board with Mango during that incident, and he just, like, I'm not even joking, he cranked his wheel right to the left while he was right along the Ferrari, so that was just clear intentional contact.
we'll have to wait and see what the stewards say about that. But I will have my say in it at some point today or tomorrow. But King David and Sevlafare getting away from Secret, slowly falling back. It's now down a second as he pits into the pit lane and gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding. As Sevlafare goes down the inside of Viprise, makes the move done. King David is also looking for the move. He's going to try the switchback. Viprise very oddly goes off track there. Doing a bit of rally, I think. But yeah, these two now up a position for P7 and P8. As we go to the front of the pack.
Right now I'm talking with the head stewards about that, and they are talking about it right now and reviewing both incidents between NYR and Mango and NYR and Yuki. Because that was clear intentional contact.
As we have a safety car. So something has caused a safety car in this race. I
believe that was 8,000 RPM and boring, maybe?
I think it was Secret, because I did see he had a little bit of spin in the second sector, so don't know what happened to him there. He has lost his front wing. Viprise leaves the session. Are you good, Viprise? If you're still... But we are on lap 20 out of 27, so we'll have about 4 laps of racing. I'm not in the league at all. I don't want to cause a crash. As Secret gets another 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So we'll have to do that, and he does do that. We'll be putting on new soft. His teammate now comes in, but his other Secret still in the pits. He's going to get held up very so slightly, but he has just left the pits, and B-Tom is waiting. So Mango has now left the pit and is ahead of B-Tom. So Mango now leads this race.
Mango just woke up today and chose his open lobby performance. Cause he's driving like he's in an open lobby, so I'm gonna keep some eyes on Mango for the remainder of the race. We'll see what happens with him, because I doubt he's going to let B-Tom by. we'll also have to grab the incident between Mango and Yuki and look at that later, James. Because as I understand, you're a steward and I'm applying to be a steward, so. But as we see here, Mango leading the field.
Seville Flair, I think, has left the race.
He has, yes.
He is ghosted. Same with Viper and MYR, I think, is ghosted as well, yeah. So 3 people ghosted, and as Seville Flair joins as this AI pits for the... Stupidly pits, I must say, and is going on to the medium compound. But is doing his time penalty anyway. As Yuki also pits now again for a new set of softs. He goes. He does go. But now, so we do have Seville has left the session again. I don't know what's going on with him, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
He might just have some internet issues right now. Who knows? With all the controversy around Mango, he could be like switching him.
Don't think Mango needs to worry about him at all. He is down in the 11th place at the moment. But at the moment we do have Mango leading B-Tom, and then Ickle Bickle back up into P3. Xiaomi is up in P4. 8,000 RPM is in P5. P6 we have the Aston Martin of Your Boring. P7 King David. Danny Stillers, I think, will be the last runner up until Yuki and Secret.
Well, with only a few laps to go, let's see if B-Tom can get past the McLaren that is under review for 2 intentional incidents.
We will have to wait and see for the stewards report after the race. So it's Yuki, Danny Stillers, as something's gone on here with Secret and 8,000 RPM, because 8,000 RPM has lost his front wing here, and then almost spun again. Safety car will be in this lap, so Mango will be the one to set everyone free, but he will be the safety car up until he goes.
I want to know the reasoning behind the contact between NYR and Mango, though.
Like we said, we will have to wait and see until the end of the race and get every information that we can. But at the moment, Mango is on provisional pole, with B-Tom right behind him, breathing down his neck, with Ickle Bickle also, as Mango is a safety car for a second. He's not going yet, he's gone now. B-Tom just left behind a little bit in the dust maybe. He's catching up though. Bickle behind King David gets a move on. You're boring. 8,000 RPM gets another 5-second time penalty. There's 3 wide going into turn 1. 8,000 RPM.
And there's an incident.
Retires from the race in the pit lane. You're boring. Drops down a few places. Secret moves up into P8 from your boring. And
I thought 8,000 RPM was retiring because of an incident. But there is an incident.
As Danny still gets hit again, I believe. It goes very wide at that corner with that chicane. But Yuki now breathing down the neck of King David. He's going to make a move. ERS deployed. ERS has helped him very much with the soft compound tyres and is now behind his teammate in P5. Mango still leading this race from B-Tom, who has been leading this race all this race as Yuki gets past his teammate. Team orders may have come in there. King David makes a move on Secret. Danny Stillers gets up into P10 for the last points position there, as Xiaomi is looking back for a move on his teammate. Do not crash please, Mercedes. We need a good run here.
As Yuki slow, causing B-Tom to collide with him. Some more controversy there. And we have word from 8,000 RPM that his throttle got stuck.
Oh.
As there goes Ickle.
Eagles making move. Oh wow. So B-Tom has now lost 2 positions here for Mango and Ikubuku now. ERS is deployed. ERS has not been deployed anymore. He will just wait and see for DRS to come around, because that's when you know he will be the quickest, because Mango will not have DRS. But Yuki now breathing down the back of B-Tom. So we do now have a 4-car battle for the lead of this race. We do have 2 laps remaining in a second. So 2 laps remaining of this race. DRS is enabled. Yuki gets the fastest lap. B-Tom is going to maybe look for a move down the inside. He's not going to have enough straight to make that move. Wishing there was a little bit more just so he could make a move down the inside of Ickle.
I wouldn't fault Ickle if he just took out Mango, to be honest.
He's going to look for a move now, and he's late braking. He's made the move and he's stuck it. But Yuki now makes a move on Ickle and gets up into P3.
Now B-Tom has to chase after Mango, and he's only got a lap and a half to do so.
It definitely will be possible with B-Tom's pace in this race, as Secret I think has just moved up into P6, so past King David now, but he will be targeted now as he will not have the DRS for the next straight. We will go on board with B-Tom, who's 4.5 tenths down on Mango on the final straight. Final time we will come down this straight with DRS. 3 tenths down. He's not going to be close enough just yet to make the move down the inside of turn 1. But if he gets a nice traction out turn 2, he might be able to make a move. But we'll have to watch out for the next DRS zone. As I think there was contact behind, as Ikubiku is now dropped down behind Xiaomi, and Tano has lost 2 seconds to the front 2. As B-Tom is now 3 tenths behind of Mango, getting very close at some corners. DRS will be activated for B-Tom. He's going to look for the inside, outside. He's going to go down the inside and his move will be done.
Now he's just going to
B-Tom.
hold off Mango for a straight and parabolica. And B-Tom will win this, but let's see here. Here comes Mango. He's going to try again on the outside of parabolica. He's going to get squeezed. And B-Tom's going to get the better run through parabolica. Mango loose on the rear end. And it's going to be B-Tom, your Monza winner.
Mango controversially comes home in P2. We'll have to wait and see what the stewards say about that. Mango,
As he, after the race, colliding with the Alpine.
but Yuki comes home in P3 after having his quali ban.
Amazing race for Yuki. I wouldn't be surprised if he got driver of the day.
Yuki definitely deserved it after coming back from the back row of the grid to finish 3rd position. But this is your podium for the Italian Grand Prix. Great job from B-Tom to not lose his cool, and another race win under his belt. So we have Mango and Yuki follow him as well on the podium. Mango will be investigated after those few incidents. Icklebickle comes home in P4 after his few collisions at lap 1. King David comes home in P5 after his quali ban, starting last position. You're boring in P6, your homie in P7. P8 was secret after his comeback to racing, I think. Danny still is in P10, NYR in P11, Viprize P11, P12 Sevlafair, 8000 RPM, P13, P14 Henry, Zayek, Tom, and also Selhybes had retired from the race. But overall, that was very, very good race.
I don't think I want to hear any interviews today. There's too many people that are angry.
But that was the Italian Grand Prix from Group 1. Group 2 tomorrow should be a good one if everyone comes in for that race. We do have commentary for that race tomorrow. Same time. If you want to join the league or just be in the Discord, the link is in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe so you know when we do go live for the next race at Silverstone.